Hello! In this video, we will show you how to use a new powerful feature in Google Apps. It's called Google Apps Script, and it lets you automate tasks across Google products.
Before we show you how it works and how to get started, let's begin by explaining what is Google Apps Scripts and some of the technology that's behind it. Scripts. No, it's not this summer's biggest blockbuster. We're talking about what could be your Google Apps workflow's biggest hit, creating small, self-contained programs that work with Google Apps to automate. So what is a script? Well, it is a set of instructions given to a computer to process in a specific order through a compiler. In other words, run the task given as it is told to. Does this sound complex? Well, compare it to giving your students an assignment. First, you describe what they are going to do, how they will do it, and what the expected result is. A computer program works in the same sense as we teach a course, and so it can have similar requirements. It needs to know the content, what it means, how to process it, and what to do with it. Much like using critical thinking skills, we need to assess what we want to accomplish, what resources we have available, and how we can utilize them to our advantage. A script or program needs to take into account what information it is given and what to do with it. Scripts are usually created using a script editor. This can be a specific program designed for scripting, or it can be a simple text editor. Once a script is written out, it is sent to a compiler. The compiler job is to make the script executable. It transforms what was written out into something that the computer can understand and run as a program. Now let's learn about Google Apps Scripts. Now that we have a basic understanding of what scripts are, let's talk about Google's take on it. Google Apps Scripts is a JavaScript-based engine that is processed in the cloud. This scripting platform is run on Google servers, so the computing is done entirely over the internet on remote servers, alleviating the need to compile the scripts on the user's computer. These scripts are used in conjunction with Google Apps to extend the functionality for a user or an entire organization. The purpose of the service is to allow any user, programmer or non-programmer, to further expand the automation abilities of various Google Apps. The scripts allow users of all comprehension levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, to create or utilize these tools for their needs. With a growing library of available scripts, a novice user can simply search the gallery and see what scripts can help them on their project. An intermediate, advanced, or more adventurous users can use the script editor within Google Spreadsheets or Google Sites to create their own script that can fit their more complex needs. Anyone with some JavaScript syntax know-how can create a customized script. As with other Google services, these are all stored online and can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection. Now let's learn how Google Apps can help you.
How can Google Apps Script help you? It's easy. Don't hate, automate. It's a fact that everybody has to do some very tedious tasks while working. It is very common for educators to have a series of chores that have to be done in a weekly or monthly basis that have nothing to do with teaching. For example, you may have to send emails to students or parents reminding them of a school activity or assignment. Or maybe you have to keep several calendars for student appointments or school events. If your school does not have a learning management system, you might also have to generate your students' grade reports. Google Apps Scripts tries to make some parts of your job a lot simpler. With the help of a script, you can make your students fill in a form for teacher appointments that, when submitted, automatically adds an event to your Google Calendar or sends you an email notification. You can save several minutes by letting a script do this for you. That way you can focus on the important things like preparing your class or helping your students. The fastest and easiest way to use Google Apps Script is to install an existing script from the script gallery in Google Spreadsheets or Sites. These scripts are public scripts contributed by members of the Google Apps Script team and Google Apps Script users. Where do you find them? Let's begin with a spreadsheet. Create or open an existing spreadsheet in your Gmail or Google Apps account. Under the Tools menu, find the option Scripts and then Insert. A dialog box with a large list of scripts will appear on screen. Browse the list of scripts by category. When you find one that resembles what you need, click the Install button. Now you can use the script like you would usually add a regular function, or a new menu option will appear at the top of your spreadsheet that will let you run the script. Some great scripts out there are ValMerge, a mail merge application for Google Spreadsheets. You can send custom and individual mails to lists of contacts maintained in your Google spreadsheet. And Flubaroo is a new and very powerful script that allows you to quickly grade and analyze assignments. You can install them to your spreadsheets quite easily, and both of them have good user documentation sites. A script can also be added to a Google site. Creating a website for your class can be very simple with Google Apps, and now you can customize it even more by embedding scripts. The first step is to go to the More Actions menu and find the Manage Site option. On the left menu, you will see the App Script section. After you click it, search for the button that launches the editor. A new browser window will pop up. In the File menu option, select Add Command Sequence from Gallery. The same search window from the Spreadsheet Tools menu will appear. There's a neat script in Education section that lets you submit or upload assignments in Google Sites. After you install it, close the editor and refresh the App Scripts page. It should appear in your list of scripts. Now, to embed your script, create a page in your site and click the Edit button. On the Insert menu, find the App Script Gadget option. After you select it, a dialog box will appear where you can pick the installed script and it's embedded on your page. That wasn't too hard, was it? And the good news is that more and more teachers, or developers in general, are sharing their scripts. Why not take advantage of this growing community of scripters? Are you ready to write your own script?
Yes, with a little effort and motivation. Google's documentation page offers some tutorials to get you started making your own script. Along with that, a little research into JavaScript can help anyone become more comfortable in creating scripts. Though, before diving into making a script, it is suggested to search the gallery and see if there is something already created there that you can use for your project before trying to reinvent the wheel. First, let's take a look at using Google Script Editor. For this example, we will be creating a script that will use a spreadsheet containing contact information to email out a reminder. Imagine having your students' emails and being able to send them all a reminder or an announcement right to their inbox. You may be asking, why not just use email? Well, what if you don't have all of their emails? As we've stated before, you can use Google Spreadsheet to run a script, and if you use a Google Form, the data entered on the form ends up being organized in a spreadsheet. So, you can create a survey with Google Forms and give your students a link. Once they submit their information, you can use the data collected to create a script that will use the information to run an email announcement. Let's open up a new or existing spreadsheet. Click on Tools, Scripts, Scripts Editor. Now the editing window will pop up and look like this. In this dialog box, you will type the following text to create a script. This text is formatted in JavaScript syntax, which means that it must follow the language, organization, and order rules for it to work. For the purpose of this example, we will ask you to copy and paste the following text as it is written here into the script editor. This is to help you become familiar with the code, and perhaps break the ice for any non-programmers. You may also find the text in our storyboard website, under Part 6, bit.ly/GLP Storyboard Part 6. This text is an example of the code that is used in many of the scripts available in the scripts gallery. Many times you will not need to alter much of the coding, if any at all. Here's the code. Please take a minute to pause the video, visit our website, and become more familiar with some of these exercises, especially the coding. Come back when you're ready to continue with the lesson. Here is what the spreadsheet looks like. Once the information is in place and the script has been set up, you can run it by clicking on Tools, Scripts, Manage. This will bring up the list of scripts. You can run it by selecting the script and clicking Run. It will then run the task. Here's what the outcome looks like. There are more resources available through Google's documentation page. These can help you become a more avid and savvy Google scripter. Remember that the answer to most questions are just a Google search away. Thank you for watching, and with that, we wish you happy scripting!